Can't sleep? With the power of the humble game manual, I shall attempt to help you drift off to game-themed slumber. So relax, and let's revisit this relic of gaming days gone. "187, Ride or Die." Introduction. In the rough streets of Los Angeles, customized rides and 187 gangland shootings are the norm. But when the street OG Dupree is seriously shot 9 times by his Mexican mafia nemesis Cortez, Dupree's prime real estate is up for grabs. Cortez and his crew of thugs are poised to take over Dupree's hood. Dupree calls upon the only guy who can shift gears in street rides, the only guy who can blaze guns combat style. The guy's name is Buck. Buck is given the task of defending Dupree's hood against Cortez and his crew at all costs. If he fails, not only will Dupree's hood be lost, but Buck will lose his own life. Main menu. Story mode. Play the stages sequentially and see the unfolding storyline of 187 Ride or Die. Quick hit. Play unlock stages of the story mode. Multiplayer. Select this mode if you want to play with a friend without playing online. The stage will be one that's been unlocked in story mode. Online. Select this mode if you want to play with players from all over the world on a stage you've unlocked in story mode. Options. Select this mode if you want to adjust any of the game settings. Bonus. Review the tutorial, the story mode movies, or the game credits. Story mode. Choosing a stage. While in this mode, you will be able to choose the next mission of the story you want to play. Beginning a stage. Before starting a new stage, you will have to choose your car. Briefing. Before starting a new stage, you will be briefed on your objectives. Debriefing. After each stage, a debriefing screen will be displayed. If you've won, you'll have the choice between moving to the next stage, choose next event, or returning to the main menu, choose back to menu. You can also replay the stage, choose retry, unless you received a gold bullet. Take a look at the reward system. If you've lost, you'll have the choice between retrying the stage, choose retry, or returning to the main menu, choose back to menu. Reward system. Bronze bullet unlocks a new stage. Silver bullet unlocks a new stage and gives you one of the following 3 bonuses for the next stage. Special weapon. You'll begin the next stage with 1 powerful weapon. Life times 2. You'll begin the stage with a bigger life gauge. Full boost. you'll begin the next stage with a full boost gauge. Gold Bullet unlocks a new stage and gives you one of the following 3 bonuses for the next stage. Ammo times 2. During the next stage, all the weapons will have twice as much ammo. Life times 2. The life power-ups will give you twice as much life. Boost times 2. During the next stage, the boost power-up will give you twice as much boost. In-game, HUD introduction. Position. Your position is displayed at the top middle of the screen. Map. The map is at the bottom left corner of the screen. Enemies within the range of the map will appear as red triangles. The direction you are currently facing in will also be shown on the map. The map is not always displayed. It depends on the game mode. Some game modes do not have a mini-map. Life bar. Your status will be displayed at the top left corner of the screen. For the deathmatch mode, the life bar system is different. The car life bar is on the left, and your homeboy life is represented on the right gauge. Opponent life bar. The status of your opponents will be displayed just above their car. Weapons info. You can view how much ammo you have left and which weapons you possess at the top right corner of the HUD. Speed and turbo info. You can check your speed by looking at the blue numbers at the bottom right corner of the screen. Your turbo is displayed in the gauge all around the speedometer. Radar. The radar is active on the bottom part of the screen. Enemies within the range of the radar will appear together with their life bar. It shows you their position behind you. On the road. Shoot. By pressing the R1 button or R2 button, your character will shoot at the closest car behind or in front of him with the help of auto aim. Shooting an opponent decreases his speed and injures him. Skid. Doing a drift will fill your boost gauge. Tip. Use your brake just before steering to increase the chances of filling your boost gauge. Boost. Press the L1 button to use your boost. You can activate a special boost when the gauge is full. Get ready to blaze. Steal the weapon of your opponent. To steal a weapon, ram a car on the left or right side. Be careful, as this can also happen to you. Tip. Use boost before ramming an opponent. It increases your chance of stealing a weapon. Explosives. During your run, you may be able to find elements with this logo on them. Shoot to blow them up. Use them to discover shortcuts or to blast your opponents if they're nearby. Pause. Pressing the start button when you're in the middle of a stage will call up the pause menu. You can choose to restart the mission and return to the main menu, change the options, or continue the current stage. Power up. For extra help, try picking up the power-ups that lie on the track. Random weapons. With a random weapon, you can blast your heater. Fixed weapons. With a fixed weapon, you can get crunk. Life. With your life powered up, you can keep smoking those fools. Boost. With boost, you can really hit those corners. Quick hit. Choosing a stage. While in this mode, you'll be able to choose the mission you want to play, as long as you have unlocked it in story mode. Select it on the map. Beginning a stage. Before starting each stage, you will have to go through a different screen. Fighter selection. Before starting a new stage, you'll have to choose your homeboy. Choose the one you want. Car selection. As in story mode, you will have to choose your car. Debriefing. After each stage, a debriefing screen will display a score of your performance for the completed stage. Multiplayer. Team distribution screen. All the active controllers are present on the screen, but in the middle of the page. If only one controller appears, it means that your second controller is not connected to the console or is not active. Press the Start button to activate your controller and use the directional buttons to choose which ride you want. Press the X button to validate. If all the players are in the same vehicle, they will play in co-op mode. Mode selection screen. Whip race. Play a whip race in a stage that you've unlocked in story mode. Deathmatch. Play a deathmatch in a stage that you've unlocked in story mode. Minefield. Play a minefield in a stage that you've unlocked in story mode. Mode settings screen. On this screen, player 1 will be able to configure the current game. Only available if you are hosting the current game. Track. Select the stage you want, choosing between those that have been unlocked in story mode. Lap number. Only available for the whip race and the minefield game type. Select the number of laps required before finishing the stage. You can select any number of laps you want. AI. Choose whether you want to play against opponents or just against a friend. This choice will be inactive if you are in co-op. AI number. Select the number of opponents that you will fight against. Respawn. Only available for the deathmatch game type. Activate or deactivate the ability to respawn during the stage. Time limit. Only available for the deathmatch game type. Select the duration of the stage. Possible choices of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or no for infinite game length. Frag limit. Only available for the deathmatch game type. Select the maximum number of frags that a player needs to make in order to win. You can choose between 5 frags, 10 frags, 15 frags, or no for an infinite number of frags. It is not possible to select infinite time with infinite frag limit. Room menu. Player setup. Access the car and the character selection screen. Player list. Access your list of friends or the list of players you've already played with. Server setup. Specify the parameters of your game. Only available to the host. Launch. Launch the game. Only available to the host. Options. By choosing options in the main menu, you will be able to adjust the sound, video, and controller settings. Press the X button to select the option you want to change after having selected one of the 4 main sections. Controls. Choose between 2 different mappings. Classic control. Play with the classic controls. You will shoot backwards with the R1 button and shoot forward with the R2 button. Direct control. Play with direct controls. You will shoot with the right analog stick without auto aim. Screen. Ratio. Select whether you want to play in 4:3 or 16:9. Adjust screen. Allows you to modify the position of the screen using the left analog stick. Audio. Audio mode. Select the audio mode you want to use. Music volume. Adjust the music volume. Voice volume. Adjust the voice volume. FX volume. Adjust the FX volume. Subtitles. Activate or deactivate subtitles. Online. Auto Connect. Allows you to activate or deactivate the Auto Connect option. Note, if the player enables this option, the game will use the last network configuration selected by the player. Auto Login. Allows you to activate or deactivate the Auto Login option. Note, if the user enables this option, the game will use the last ubi.com account selected by the player. Bonus. Allows you to watch all the animations unlocked during story mode and the tutorial video. Now that you've read the manual player, it's time to lock and load and push the pedal. Let's do the damn thing.